Hi everyone, and welcome back to Pearl's Ragdolls channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you and showing you what makes the Ragdoll breed unique. I will also be talking to you about the physical characteristics and the personality traits of the Ragdoll breed. The Ragdoll breed gets its name from the breed's relaxed temperament like a child's ragdoll. Ragdolls tend to be a more social breed by following their owners from room to room. They don't like to be left alone for long periods of time. A ragdoll's calm nature makes them great pets for families with children or other pets. The Ragdoll breed is a large cat breed with semi-long silky hair. The Ragdoll breed is a slow-maturing breed reaching full size at about 4 years and full coat color at 2 years. So a ragdoll falls into one of 4 categories based on their coat type: traditional, mink, sepia, or solid. However, there is some controversy in the cat world surrounding the mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls. First, let's talk about a traditional ragdoll. A traditional ragdoll is what most would consider to be a true ragdoll, which must have a long silky coat and blue eyes. The 6 colors accepted by the Cat Fanciers Association, CFA, are seal, blue, chocolate, lilac, red, and cream. The International Cat Association, TICA, also accepts 2 additional colors, which are cinnamon and fawn. The easiest way to tell what the color of a ragdoll is to check the color on their ears. Ragdolls come in 3 color patterns. They are color point, bicolor, or mitted. Ragdolls also have 3 possible pattern overlays: lynx, tortie, or torby. Some ragdolls also have a unique marking on their nose called a blaze. So you may be asking yourself, why do some people consider mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls not to be a true ragdoll? To explain that, I will explain the main difference between a traditional ragdoll and the mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls. So mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls are born with color, whereas traditional ragdolls are born all white and then they slowly start to develop their color. Mink ragdolls have aqua eyes, whereas sepia and solid ragdolls' eyes come in many different colors. According to the standards set by major cat associations, a ragdoll must have blue eyes, meaning mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls do not follow the standard. Therefore, many people do not consider these cats to be true ragdolls. Mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls can still be registered as purebred cats, but they cannot compete in cat shows as a ragdoll. Since these cats are not a part of the standard, many breeders of only traditional ragdolls refuse to sell or associate with the other type of breeders. Interestingly, the mink, sepia, and solid bloodline started in the 1960s, the same time as the traditional ragdolls. Yet, there is still no standard set for these types of ragdolls. If you are thinking about adopting a ragdoll kitten in the future, here are some important things you'll want to know before adopting. Ragdolls are indoor-only cats. A ragdoll's relaxed temperament means they are typically not fighters, so they should not be let outside unless supervised. Ragdolls tend to have a more dependent personality than other cat breeds. They do not like to be left alone for long periods of time. If you plan to be gone most of the day, it is suggested to have at least one other pet for your ragdoll to interact with while you're away. Unfortunately, ragdolls are not hypoallergenic. However, they do not have an undercoat, meaning people allergic to a cat's undercoat can still adopt a ragdoll, but people allergic to cat saliva should not adopt a ragdoll. A person would need to visit a dermatologist to determine if they are allergic to a cat's saliva or undercoat. Another important thing to know is ragdolls do shed quite a bit sometimes, typically in the spring and fall. So if excessive shedding does bother you, then they might not be the right cat for you. Ragdolls also have very sensitive stomachs, so you'll want to be careful when you're feeding them and not give them too many treats or change up their diet too often. The last question you'll want to ask yourself is, do you plan to show your ragdoll kitten in the future? If you do plan to show your ragdoll in the future, I would suggest only purchasing a ragdoll from a breeder that breeds only traditional ragdolls. However, if you're just looking for a pet, mink, sepia, and solid ragdolls, as well as traditional ragdoll breeders, are all great breeders. The last note I want to leave you with is, in this video I kind of outlined what a typical ragdoll should look and act like. However, ragdolls always have their own unique personalities. They're not always going to be the exact same, so it's important to note that even though you expect a ragdoll to be maybe super playful or talkative, they might not end up that way and they may be more reserved. Just remember your Ragdoll has a unique personality, and if you love them, they will love you too.